A couple things. So I wanted to say the returns are in, and the badge versus badge blood drive that was held today that concluded at 6 p.m. I got notice that the police department squeaked out a victory, and what it was the police department and fire department get their folks and family, and as one officer's father said, he had no choice but to come because his daughter told him to. But that was held at the fire station this afternoon. And so thanks to a lot of folks that came in from the community to help out to donate blood for the Red Cross. But thank you to the fire and police. This is their second annual time that they have done this. Also,
How many pints? I was going to ask that.
They didn't tell me that. I was in closed session, so I only got limited information. Got to have something else. So, Eric, I guess congratulations. I know you were just the interim police chief, but already you have a victory.
I'm going to give him a bad time here.
Okay. When we do adjourn, we are going to go back into closed session for two items. One will be conference with labor negotiations pursuant to Government Code Section 54957.6. And then also to confer with legal counsel with anticipated litigation, significant exposure to litigation pursuant to Government Code Section 54956.9D2, and those are 4 cases. Before we adjourn this evening, I did, most of you may be aware, some may not, but the gentleman and owner of Artichoke Joe's, Dennis Samet, passed away late last month. And those that have been around, you know, Dennis is well known as the third generation owner and operator of Artichoke Joe's. Took it over back in about the 1980s, where he has taken that business, and that has been in San Bruno for over 100 years. So it's something that many people know and have been talked about. Ran into Dennis. Some of the things, whitewater rafting, people wouldn't know, but he was very much into that. And he had other hobbies and traits. He was quite a interesting gentleman because of the fact people didn't know that he was an innovator. He had patents on things that are still used today by the military. So he was one man that had a business, but also was forward thinking. Whether it comes about a major earthquake, and how do we get folks in and out? How do we get transportation from here to the East Bay with all the congestion and traffic? He produced a video that is very impressive. So this is a man that really did a lot of forward thinking as far as that. The other thing, too, that not everyone knows, some do, some don't, is, in my mind, Dennis was also admired because he's a man that didn't ask for a plaque, didn't need to be acknowledged, didn't want a certificate. He just wanted to give and try to make a difference. He gave county-wide to various causes, but specifically into San Bruno. And just some that I know of, you know, from CAP to Parkside to the lights you see at Diamond 3. That was from the Samet Foundation, from Dennis. 4-H, Junior Giants, the library, recreation, Project Read, Community Day, concerts in the park. And there are many other things. And like I said, in finding out more and speaking to the family and hearing from Dennis, it is, over the last few months, what he really gave to this community was without question. You could ask him for support, you could ask him to help contribute, and he stepped up. And it was not that he asked for anything in return, he just wanted to make sure that things were left better. And his big push as of late had been for the youth of this community and the education and the schools, because he wanted the young people to have other opportunities. I sat in a school board meeting where he brought a check for $10,000 to purchase items. So it is sad that we've lost this very, I think, a man that I admire for all that he's given, but he also was, if you ever sat and talked to him, a straight shooter. Honest, blunt, and to the point. And if you weren't ready for an honest conversation, then you shouldn't sit down at the table with him. So I will miss that. So with that, we, as the council and this community, offer our condolences and support and love to his wife and his family. and we wish them the very best, and we are here to support them as we can. So your thoughts and prayers would be appreciated. And with that, I would ask if we could adjourn in a moment of silence in honor of Dennis Samet. Thank you, and we will adjourn to the next regular city council meeting, which will be held right here on February 25th, 7 o'clock at the San Bruno Senior Center. Have a good evening, and have a good week.